Thank you so much for tuning in to our channel today. This is Spice Gal and my name is Alexandra Caesar. Today I have my good friend's daughter, Marissa.
So hi, I'm Marissa Sorkin. So my background is that I'm half Malaysian. My dad came from California, grew up in California, and my mom came from Malaysia. She came here in 1998, 1999. I kind of say that like my mom met my dad on like the Tinder of 1998, which I think is...
She told us.
Yeah. I think it's hilarious because, you know,
Yeah.
like dating apps are so common nowadays, and like that's how my parents met, is like through online.
Yes.
My mom's family themselves, like they're Chinese. They're Chinese Cantonese. So if I really want to like, you know, like learn all the languages to like connect with them, like I have to learn like 4 different languages.
Really?
Yes. My mom can speak 5 languages because of that. So you have the Malaysian language, which is Bahasa Melayu.
Bahasa Melayu?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so for that, it's like, you know, all the government, the signs, everywhere they use Bahasa Melayu. But the family language themselves is Hokkien, or also Fujian in Chinese, that's what it's named. So that's Hokkien is the main family language. Cantonese is the second one. And then Mandarin Chinese, which is, you know, the mainland China uses. It's important for like my cousins to learn it because China's such a superpower. In Malaysia, it's like a big melting pot of cultures. There's like Indian, there's Malay, Muslim culture, and there's Chinese culture. Those are the big 3 cultures there.
So this is where your cooking stems from. It's from your background on your mom's side.
Yeah.
But you know what was interesting to me is that when we had the segment with your mom, it was something so simple, and I was very worried. I mean, she showed up with 2 eggs, literally 2 eggs, and asked me for a bottle of oil. So I was kind of worried, but she actually cooked a meal in 15 minutes that was a complete meal that had protein, carbs, and vegetables. And she told me this is an authentic Chinese food, but it's so different than what we are used to here. Everything is fried, oily, high sugar, and it has MSG. So I tried to shy away from eating at Chinese restaurant, and I was kind of, surprised to learn that's not real Chinese food.
Yeah.
So I learned something new today.
It makes me a little sad when like I think about American Chinese food and how a lot of Americans, that's their impression of Chinese food, is like this, like maybe a lot of MSG, you know, a lot of sugar with like the kung pao chicken or sesame chicken. When that's not really it. A lot of like Chinese kind of like principles and like culture is actually to like keep the dishes really simple and healthy.
Really?
Like yes, there are dishes where like it's a lot of flavor, there's like a lot of oil, might be like a little bit unhealthy. But in home cooked food, like we really want to keep things really healthy, and we pay attention to ingredients.
So I want to see how you're gonna feed the 2 of us today. But hey, so tune in, guys. We'll be right back, and we're gonna head to the kitchen. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. So what do we have? I see cabbage, I see the vegetables. Okay.
Yeah, so to introduce the dish, it's basically Japanese udon noodles, but instead it's more of like the college style where like I want to make this in 15-20 minutes.
So it's called Japanese udon noodles.
Yeah, Japanese udon noodles
soup.
Soup. It's soup.
It is soup. Okay. So Marissa, a couple of the ingredients I've never seen before, and if you don't mind sharing with the audience what they are, and is this something popular you guys eat a lot at home?
Not really. I usually cook different types of noodles, but this is more of a noodle soup. I like to compare it to like packet ramen, but more healthier and just like easier to make. So the udon noodles, as you can see over here, it's thicker than what ramen noodles would usually be.
Yeah, it's very thick.
And ramen noodles, like the packet type, can be really unhealthy with like the sodium and like the broth.
Okay.
So the focus for me here is to make something that's like easy and broth that is like healthy and ingredients that are healthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are those right here?
So to introduce, we have mushroom seasoning. This is one of the things I discovered in like the past like few years. It's one of my favorite things to add when I cook because it's very versatile. Just like how MSG would make a dish more rich.
But MSG is very bad for you.
MSG is really bad for you. So this is kind of like, it's not, it adds like kind of like the saltiness to it, but it has like a full flavor. You know? Okay. So you can like put it to like fried rice, or you can do it for like stir fry.
So it's like an alternative to MSG as far as texture and taste.
Yeah, and it has like a mushroom taste to it because it's, you know.
Mushroom taste?
Yeah, because it's mushroom.
So what is this, like a powder? What is this?
Yeah, so actually I have it in this jar right here. It looks like this.
What is that?
This is the mushroom seasoning. This is it inside the jar.
Mushroom seasoning? So
this is what it's called.
Okay. Oh, this is not the container. It came.
No. It's just
because I'm like Mont Olive.
It's not.
Where would you get this? I've never seen this.
Yeah,
in my life.
I got this from like an Asian grocery store.
Yeah. So there you go, audience. So mushroom seasoning. It has 0 calories, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to try this. Okay, so moving on. So I see salt. I see, what is this? Pepper.
This is white pepper. You can use like, you know, regular pepper too, like black pepper.
That is crazy.
But I'm just using white pepper just because.
What's the difference between white pepper and black pepper? I've never heard of white pepper.
White pepper has like more of a sharper taste to me.
Really? Can I smell it?
Yeah.
That is insane.
I mean, like, it's very similar, of course, but
how do you go to the groceries and you've never seen stuff like that?
I just got it on a whim, honestly. I was just like, this
really?
looks nice, and yeah.
Okay.
And then this over here is kind of like the bread and butter for me for when I make like broth. So this is like anise. Yeah, anise. Anise. Yeah. It really brings like more dimension to soup and broth. So I highly recommend this.
Really?
Yeah, like if you're making like chicken soup or.
I would never put that in chicken soup. I actually would put that to drink tea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you will put this in a salty dish.
Yeah.
And it actually will not mess up the dish at all. No. Really?
Yeah. And then we have dried dates here, and this brings like a sweetness to the soup broth.
Really?
So
dry dates?
So yeah, dry dates. So these two together is like a really good combination. And then we have more of like the veggies at the end.
The veggies at the end. Okay, so
yeah, so
that's a funky looking mushroom. What does it look like? Papa strong mushroom.
So this is a shiitake mushroom.
What is it?
Shiitake mushroom. It's a Japanese mushroom.
Is it better than the other mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more chewy and flavorful. As you can see, I really like mushrooms, so
I love mushrooms. Yeah.
I'm a college student, and basically, like, I want something that's fast. When I'm like, you know, I have classes, I come home from a test.
Right, you're tired.
You know, I'm tired, and I don't want to like make packet ramen because it's, you know, unhealthy for me, too much sodium. Like, I'm gonna be bloated the next day.
Yeah.
This is just like something that's simple and fast. And you know, I'm using ingredients that are
healthy. Right, that was hearty. Back in the days when I was in college, I used to just take a pack of noodles, ramen noodles, smack it, and just eat it between classes. I'm still alive, so but I don't recommend it. So all right, Marissa. So we are going to, but one last question. So there will be no protein in this meal.
No, I'm making this more vegetarian. I mean, of course you can, you know, add different things to it.
Okay.
Chili,
chicken. Okay.
I am doing just vegetables because it's faster to cook.
Okay.
Right, because as a college student, like, I don't really want to spend time prepping meat. So yeah, this is just like vegetarian and really easy food to like cook and make fast.
Intriguing. Yeah. I've never put anise in any soup. Oh what? Okay, let's go. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and proceed.
Kind of the important thing for me is this in college, because sometimes when you're in an apartment, like the stove might not cook or boil your water really fast. So this is a kettle. This is fast.
This is fast. Okay, I got it.
It makes it really fast for me to cook. And to make the soup boil fast.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put water in this first and let it boil. And yeah.
Let me just remove this because I think it's gonna fall. Okay.
This is gonna be the soup.
This is literally gonna be the soup.
Well, I'm not gonna cook it in here. I just use this for heating up the water really quick. You know, it's actually in Chinese culture, it's common for us to drink hot water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just because it's said to be like good for your digestion. It helps your digestion a lot better. If you're sick, my mom always tells me to drink hot water.
You mean like warm temperature or hot water?
Hot.
So just pure water, nothing in it.
Yeah, pure water, hot water. Basically, it's like was always a solution that my mom would say for like if I have a tummy ache, if I'm sick.
Does it work?
I mean, it helps ease my stomach, I would say. Yeah.
So it does work. Huh? I've learned something new. Hot water. I'm gonna try that. So whenever my husband has a tummy ache, I'm just gonna feed him hot water. No more doctors. No more doctors.
It helps the gas.
I'm just
too.
It helps with gas.
Okay.
Okay.
It helps like the gas, the air come up more. So it is boiling.
You just pour it in.
Just took like a minute or two to boil, and I'm gonna pour it in.
Okay. And then one more thing for the audience, I wanted to point out. I don't see any oil, like at all. Did we miss the oil?
Typically, I would put sesame oil at the end.
At the end, but not so
No.
the noodles won't stick.
No, it won't stick.
Okay.
So I'll put the mushroom seasoning first.
And how much of it?
I just use my gut instinct.
So by emotion, you just add spices by emotion. What is it with my guests? So you put enough mushroom spice for it to be brown, for the water to turn brown.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, she's adding more. She's adding more. Okay.
I think that should be enough. And then I'm gonna start putting the dried dates in. So I'm gonna put.
What did you decide to pick dry dates for the recipe? That's just follow the recipe. That's how you usually cook.
It's inspired from like traditional like Chinese or Cantonese stew. So
Okay.
there's this stew. I forgot what the name is. Is it bakute? Yeah, it's called bakute.
Bakute.
Yeah.
Bakute.
And it usually has like some dried dates and also this inside.
Okay.
And it's very like herby.
Herby. So how many of those are you putting? You putting a whole lot?
So I put like 5 of the anise, and then I put like 2 dates. Yeah, the dates can get sweet, so I don't want to put too much. And then I'm gonna put some white pepper inside.
You just sprinkle as it feels right.
Yeah, but the thing about pepper, of course, you don't put too much. It will also be overpowering the flavor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A little salt.
Did you?
So
it smells pretty good.
Yeah. So then I will let this boil so basically when you get the udon at the supermarket, it will be frozen. So that means that you want your water to be boiling in order for this unfreeze.
Okay.
Make sure it doesn't stick together because it'll stick together if the water is not hot enough.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, these noodles are ready. I mean, they're already cooked. You just need to
Oh, they're already cooked.
Oh,
it's boiling
it
already.
is boiling already.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we can put this in.
Okay. And when do you put the mushroom in the?
I put in the mushroom first because because it's thick. You want it to also boil with the noodles.
Only one mushroom?
Yeah, we can put more, but I have to cut it up.
You're a little stingy with the mushroom, huh? Okay.
So throw the cabbage in.
A little bit of, what is it, cilantro?
That is scallion or green onion.
Scallion and onions, okay.
So I put the veggies towards the end because they're thinner, they cook faster. So I don't want it to be too soggy. So that's why I put it in at the end.
Okay.
And then some, I guess, This is like our little garnish, I guess. And yeah,
It's ready.
it is ready. You know,
Okay.
it just took 10 minutes to make, and healthier than your packet ramen.
Packet ramen. Okay, homemade Japanese noodle, udon Japanese noodle soup. You are so kind to teach us step by step how to cook this simple, healthy, and kind of like time-saving and, you know, cost-effective meal. So, all right, I'm gonna give it a try. So I'm guessing you have to use a spoon.
Yeah, I usually just grab some noodle. Here we go.
This is the Itsatsu mushroom.
Shiitake
Mushroom.
mushroom.
Japanese mushroom. It looks like a piece of meat. Let's try this. Wow. This is so good. This soup is very flavorful. It's very colorful. And it has a spunk to it, like a kick. What is that? Because we did not. Is it the pepper?
Yeah, the kick is the pepper.
Really?
Yeah, it has a kick, and it's like a little bit of a sharp taste to the broth. And then the rest of it is like the dried date, the anise, and then mushroom seasoning.
I would have never put anise in any soup. That just messes with my brain. Like, I have a malfunction. This only goes on tea.
So the noodle is thicker than that which you see like for ramen.
Yeah, it's very, very thick and chewy.
And if you're not careful, like slide off your spoon.
Oh, really?
Really easily. Yeah.
You know, your mom was on a show before you, and she cooked something I've never heard before, and that was so quick and simple. And this is kind of similar, and hers was very healthy too. And she told me hers is authentic Chinese food. They've never served that in any Chinese restaurant I've been. And this is also healthy and quick and very, very economical. And I can actually read the ingredients. It's simple. It has like 4 or 5 ingredients. And I was kind of worried when you came in, just like I was worried when she came in with the 2 eggs. So you actually came in with 3 ingredients. You know, so I was like, where is the beef? Where is the beef? Or where is the chicken? So after eating the kusami mushroom.
Oh, shiitake.
Shiitake mushroom, which is kind of chewy and heavy. I don't feel like I'm missing a meat or a protein per se. It's pretty filling. The mushroom is pretty heavy. Yeah. And those anise and those
dry dates.
I would have never, ever put that in a soup. That is insane. Marissa, thank you so much for cooking with us today and sharing with our audience how you eat at home, or should I say in your college campus, with your Chinese background and Malaysian background. And she was kind enough to teach us in 15 minutes how you can eat a healthy, whole food broth noodle soup called Japanese Udon noodle soup. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe in Cantonese, Chinese, Malaysian, and then she's going to teach us how to say that in
Chinese.
In Chinese, go ahead, Marissa. It's all yours.
So, 请你订阅我们。
订阅我们. It is. Thank you so much for stopping by, and
Thanks for
thank
having
you
me.
for tuning in.